Hi, I'm Helen from Heritage Garden Seeds, and today I'm going to show you how to sow your lettuce seeds. So you can start your lettuce off under cover from late winter and you can sow right through to the end of summer. And once the weather's warmed from around late spring, you can even sow outside. So it couldn't be easier to sow lots of delicious lettuce leaves. So I'm going to sow my lettuce into this quarter seed tray, but you can also use small pots or modules, or basically just whatever you have to hand. And I'm just going to make a little drill in the soil there. So you could even sow a couple of varieties in this tray if you wanted and just make 2 small drills. And then I'm just going to scatter some seeds into that drill. Don't want to overcrowd them. And then just gently backfill with the soil and give them a light water. And then I'm just going to pop my tray in the greenhouse while they germinate. Once the seeds germinate and they become large enough to handle, I'm going to gently prick those out and transplant them into modules where I can grow them on a bit more. And then I'll transplant them out to their final growing positions when they've got a nice, strong, healthy root system. And when I plant them into their final growing positions, I'm going to space them about 15 to 20 centimetres apart in a nice, sunny or lightly shaded area. And then it's really important just to keep the soil moist as those lettuces grow. They don't like to get stressed, so don't leave the soil too dry. And then for a continuous supply of delicious lettuces, just keep sowing every couple of weeks in succession throughout the summer. This particular variety was a butterhead variety, so I'm just going to harvest those when they form nice compact heads. But the same growing principle applies for any type of lettuce. So if you're just growing cut and come again lettuces, then just pick the leaves as they become large enough. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. As you can see, it is so easy to sow your lettuce seeds. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. The best place is always on Instagram. We are at Heritage Garden Seeds, or you can get me on email. The best email address is hello@heritagegardenseeds.com.